Alright, moving on to the next section on this page, and that is this newsletter section. Let's uncomment this section on the main page and take a look how this section currently looks like on mobile devices. As you can see, it looks not that bad already, but we can try to slightly improve it. For example, instead of showing up the label of the button, we can replace the label with an icon to save some space on mobile. And also we can make some elements of this section smaller, such as heading as well as subheading. So let's get going. First of all, I'm going to decrease the size of paddings from the top and from the bottom of this section. I'll set it to 8 units, and on all other screens this size will be 16 units. Also, I will make the distance between child elements in this section 8 units on all other screens, but for mobile devices I will use 6 units. And just like for all other sections where this heading as well as subheadings are used, I'm gonna apply same styles. For example, let's make the font size of the main heading to XL on mobile devices, and on all other screens I'm gonna increase this size to 4XL. Then let's make the space in between heading as well as subheading 1 unit by using empty1 class, and on all other devices this space will be 2 units. I'm also going to apply text LG class, which increases font size only for bigger screens. Moving on to the input field, I prefer to reduce the roundness level of corners of this input on mobile devices, and that is why I'm assigning rounded MD class, but for all other screens we're still going to use rounded LG. And also let's just reset the font size to the default one by using text base class, but on mobile devices we'll decrease the font size by using text SM class, like this. As for the button that sits right next to the input field, we're going to use horizontal paddings 6 units and vertical ones 2 units only for bigger screens, but for mobile devices we'll make those paddings a little bit smaller, such as horizontal paddings will be 4 units and vertical ones will be 1 unit. And then we will apply the same level of roundness for this button, just like we have applied to the input field by using the rounded MD class. And for all other screens I'm going to use rounded LG class to increase level of roundness a little bit. And then let's just move all these classes that use prefix SM to the very end of this list of classes. And the final result that we are getting looks like this. So as was said at the beginning of this lesson, I'm going to use an icon for the button instead of a label. So let's switch over to the Hero Icons website and find proper icon for that button. I'm going to use paper airplane. So let's copy over the SVG code of this icon, paste it in the editor. And right away I'm going to set the size for this icon by using size 5 class. And just because we need to show this icon only on mobile devices, I'm going to hide it by using hidden class on all other screens, like this. And just to be able to show the subscribe label on all other screens, I'm going to hide this label on mobile devices first by using hidden class, and then I will use inline class to apply display with a value of inline to this element to make it visible on all other screens. And that's pretty much it. The newsletter section was already pretty responsive from the beginning, so we didn't have to do much work to improve its responsiveness. In the next lesson we're going to work on the responsiveness of the last section on this page, which is the footer.